You know, I think Nelson Mandela says, our deepest fears are not that we're inadequate, but that we're powerful beyond measure. It's our lightness that's stronger than our darkness. That's what frightens people. And people worry about, maybe how they're not this brilliant, or who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be pretty? Who am I to be strong and smart? My question to you is, who are you not to be brilliant? Who are you not to be strong? Who says you can't? Who says you can't be who you're supposed to be? The only person that can tell you that is your own self, your own conscious mind. Get out of that. Get out of the way of yourself and be who you're supposed to be. But you got to learn to trust it. Step 2, you got to learn to trust who you are. You have to learn to trust the unique gifts and abilities that God's given you. You know, I'm a baseball guy. I've been playing baseball since I was 5 years old. Always wanted to do that. And the one constant, every time you were hitting in baseball, whether you had a guy throwing a 70-mile-an-hour curveball, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, or somewhere in between, you had to just stay back and trust your hands. Trust your hands. Because if you trust your hands instinctively, you'll react when you're supposed to react. Trust your hands and trust yourself. Trust your instincts within your own mind. Trust your instincts within your own heart. You know, we're so afraid to trust those things because we want to be in control. We want to be the people in control. We want to dictate what we do and where we go. We can't control or determine the results. We can only predict and dictate what we do to get there. That's the only thing we have control of. I'm going to share a story about trust with you. As a kid, I was scared to death of the water. Scared to death of swimming. I could do the doggy paddle, I could swim underwater, but I could not do the stroke. Could not do the stroke. Watch my kids get over the fear of water, go swimming, and we go to the pool every summer, and I'm watching these guys go across the pool, and I'm like, wow, that looks so peaceful. It looks so easy. And I'm sitting there panting like I can't breathe, afraid to die, just get in a bowl. So I said, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to swim. I want to be relaxed in the pool. I want to get over the fear of the water. I just want to get some exercise. So I'm a guy, I go 90 miles an hour all the time. 90 miles an hour, I get up out of bed every morning, and I got to make it happen. I got to make it happen. I got to make it happen. So we're in the pool. Lady says, first day, she says, okay, Rob, I want to see you tread water, and I want to see you swim across the pool. I'm like, this is not going to be pretty. So here I go. Hands are all over the place, feet all over the place, my head's going like this, bobbing back and forth. She goes, Rob, stop right there. I'm like, sure, what? She says, I see your problem. I'm like, well, that's why I'm here, so you can teach me. She says, you're frantically off the wall. Your arms are everywhere. Your feet are everywhere. Like a bat out of hell. You need to slow down. You need to relax in the water. You need to let the water be your friend. You need to let this thing come to you. Again, I'm in a swimming pool. But I'm looking at her, I'm like, wow, that's profound. She goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, think about it. If I can learn to let this thing come to me and relax in the pool and let it be my friend, man, I would be a better swimmer, obviously. But I'd be a better dad, be a better husband, be a better realtor. I'd just be better all around. And even if I never became a good swimmer, just the enthusiasm of wanting to be, if we carry that enthusiasm to work or our everyday life, just the enthusiasm of wanting to be will take you to another level. It just takes you to another level. So now I have this baptismal renewal. You know, let it come, let it come, let it come. Relax, relax, let it be my friend. So the goal was to learn how to swim, get over the fear of water, and get some exercise. Now it's to learn to let things come. So we're 3-4 weeks into it. I'm watching a baseball game one day, and Dave Hernandez for the Orioles, rookie, comes up, pitches his first game, gets a win. They're interviewing him at the end of the game. Dave, what was your strategy? What was your plan today? He said, well, I'm going to get out there, I'm going to hit my marks, throw my game, and then I was going to let the game come to me. I said, wow, there it is. 2-3 weeks later, I'm watching the Indy 500. Danica Patrick's getting interviewed. Everybody know who she is? Guys interviewed before the race. Danica, what's your strategy? What's your plan? Well, I'm going to hit my marks on the track, I'm going to be in and out of the pits, and then I'm going to let the race come to me. Pretty good, right? So now I'm like, that's an affirmation. I got to let this thing called life come to me. I'll do what I'm responsible to do, but I'll let this thing called life come to me, and that's when I'll reach my potential. When I start doing that. So I'm like, this is great. Now, I hate the backstroke. Anybody like the backstroke? I can't stand the backstroke. I get water in my mouth, I'm choking, coughing, screaming everywhere. Hands are flying, feet are flying everywhere. So we're 2 weeks left in the pool. And I'm doing the backstroke. The pool was shallow, deep, shallow. I'm getting to the middle of the pool. Sure enough, this guy goes flying by me, water in my face. So I'm like, I gotta stop. So I'm treading water, right in the middle of the pool, treading water. Rob, just trust it. Just trust it. Just trust it. Relax, relax. Just trust it. And bam! Light bulb goes off. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't say OMG, I said, oh my God. This is it. I'm thinking, if I go down right here, who's going to jump in and save me? Lifeguard, right? And I said, if I don't give things a shot in life, if I don't take a risk in life, or if I do and I fall, who might jump in and save me? Higher power, maybe? You got to trust that higher power. You got to trust. He put us here for a reason. He put stuff in our minds. He put stuff in our hearts for a reason. We need to trust him. So this whole swimming thing, I just wanted to learn how to swim and get over the fear of water and get some exercise, and he's trying to teach me how to trust him. Blew me away. Blew me away. I know this is some deep stuff, but that's who I am. But it just blew me away. But see, the problem comes into play. Sometimes there's always something holding us back. Right? We all got issues, right? Everybody's hands should be up. We all have issues, right? So, again, I'm one of 7 kids. Growing up as a kid, baseball was my thing. As it was 34 years later, never played a game of catch with my dad. And I'm like, God, I'd really like to play catch with Dad one day. Cal Ripken's father had died in 2001, if you recall. Him and his dad, they talked about what a relationship they had. And I'm thinking, I never had that relationship with my dad. Never heard the words, I love you, never had a game of catch, never heard, I accept you. So I go 90 miles an hour all the time, but the same place I got my foot on the brake, I'm going nowhere. Because I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to find the first baseball glove my father ever gave me. I'm going to find that glove, I'm going to give it back to him, and I'm going to ask him for my first game of catch. I'm going to do this for Christmas. Now, we're in June, and I'm like, okay, I got 5, 6 months to find this glove. So 5 months go by, and I can't find this glove. I cannot find it all. My dream is shot. I'm like, I really want to play catch with my dad, and I can't even find a glove. So 5 days before Christmas, I'm over at my parents' house. My father had just had a hernia surgery, and he couldn't lift anything. So we're sitting there talking. He says, Rob, I got this box in the closet downstairs. I need to get it out. I got to get something out of the box. It's pretty heavy. You mind getting it before you leave? I'm like, sure, Dad, no problem. So we go down the basement. It's one of those, closets under the steps. Open up the door, and the box is perfectly, fitted to the doorway. I stoop down, I pick up the box, I step back, and I go like this, and I look. There's a glove. There's my glove, my first baseball glove from 30 years ago. Just laying on the floor. I well up in tears, I'm like, Dad, can I have my glove? Can I have the glove? He goes, it's yours, isn't it? He goes, well, it's really not, because we did the whole hand-me-down thing, and I gave it to my sister and had her name on it. He said, it's yours, take it. That's my energy, I guess. So, I got to get out of here. So I get home, and I put together this poem, and I put the glove in a box with the poem on top, wrap it up. Christmas Eve, we go to my brother's house, and we're ready to exchange gifts.